Die erste Sprecherin, die heute Abend uns dazu ein bisschen eine nähere Einführung gibt zu dem, was im Sinai tatsächlich passiert. Sie ist wirklich direkt sozusagen in Anführungsstrichen an der Front auch oft gewesen und ist immer noch dort und hilft den Menschen im Sinai, aber sie hilft generell Flüchtlingen weltweit, unter anderem auch in Äthiopien, in Italien, in Libyen, im Sudan. Es geht immer um afrikanische Flüchtlinge, sie hilft denen dort für Integration, sie hilft denen dort vielleicht um ihre Rechte zu bekommen oder für die Papiere. Und sie war halt häufig auch im Sinai und hat in den letzten 5 Jahren bis zu 550 Menschen aus den Camps im Sinai befreit und tatsächlich auch aus den offiziellen Gefängnissen in Ägypten, das sind nämlich auch viele Flüchtlinge, die dort landen, hat sie 2300 Menschen inzwischen schon in die Freiheit geholfen. Also das sind beachtliche Zahlen und das weckt natürlich auch Interesse über die Geschichte, die dahinter steht, über das, was diese Frau alles erlebt hat in ihrer Arbeit in den letzten Jahren und vieles mehr. Also herzlich willkommen, bitte schön auch mit einem Applaus, Dr. Alganesh, Fessaha.
I have to thank you first, Desert Rose, for having organized this beautiful meeting, and also to know that it's the first time is amazing, and how they work on it. So congratulations first for that. And secondly, I'm very sorry that I don't speak German. I'll try to speak in English. Either if you want, I can speak in Tigrinya. You have to choose, it's up to you. So thank you very much for inviting me, and I will try to share with you my experience in this, let's say, 12 years with the refugee all over Africa, and then 5.5 years in Sinai, and also including Libya and Sudan. When I go to Ethiopia, which I'm working since 12 years, we have 4 refugee camps in Ethiopia, and every day, they come from 300 to 500 people crossing the border. In Ethiopia, we have built 15 houses, a shelter for the refugee, for the elderly, for the women, and for the children also. We have a feeding program project since 2 years, from 3 to 6 children, preschool, just to motivate them to go to school. In one camp we have 750, in the other one that we are going to start now, we have 650 children. So we give them everyday food, different food. We give them rice, we give them pasta, we give them zigni, we give them vegetable, we give them egg instead of meat, of the protein, because there is a difference of religion, so the meat they cannot eat it by both sides. This is the situation there, and these people, this 85,000, they are waiting for the resettlement. 3,500, they give them resettlement between Australia, Canada, America, but it's not enough. The Ethiopian government, they give them scholarship to go to university. Last year was 1,000. This year, I think there will be much more. So it's going like that, trying to help small, every day something. This is Ethiopia, and then let's go to Libya. In Libya, we have at least in the hidden way, there will be 1,500 which are unknown. They are hidden somewhere that they hardly contact you to ask for rescue. Then we have in the prison, there are almost 1,500 also. So if we make a global count, it can reach 3,000. That's the no one. So what happened is that these people, they escape from, everybody know, I think, from Eritrea, they come to Sudan. From Sudan, they go to Chad, from Chad, or either to Niger or directly to Libya. what happened is that they pay 50,000 nafa with the pickup car. They take them until Sudan, until Kassala, the border of Kassala. From that border, the police, Sudanese police, they receive them. Sometimes they hand over these people to the Rashaida. They sell them to the Rashaida. Or sometimes they give them to the UNHCR, that they put them in Shegarab camp, refugee camp. And they give them the paper of status of refugee. That's the situation. But one day I remember when I was in Sudan, I asked one police Sudanese how it goes, you know, how many people they come from Eritrea every day. He said, oh, almost 300, 400 a day. So I said, how? How they come? And then he, you know, he split. He told me, I know now they are coming 55 people. 10 girls, the rest are men. How do you know? I asked him, how do you know? How can you know this? This was 3.5 years ago. Then he said, I know. Then he said, how do you know? I ask you, how do you know? Because, I mean, to know such a specific number, and there are girls and boys, it must be that you know someone who told you. Oh, well, then when I reached this conclusion, he said, no, but I heard he tried to escape. Coming to Sudan, when they are in the refugee camp, either they are handed over to Rashaida, the Rashaida, they sell it to the Bedouin, to the Egyptian. Oh, Rashaida, they are a Bedouin who lives in Eritrea, South Ethiopia, and in Sudan. Okay, that's a tribe. Huh? Saudi Arabia also. It's too far for me. So this is, they call it Rashaida. We will call Rashaida this who work on this area, and Bedouin of the desert who work in the Sinai. So we have this Rashaida. They take the people who are handed over by the police, Sudanese, and then they sell them as a cow, as any animal, to the Bedouin of Sinai. The Bedouin of Sinai, they are 5 groups. So the first he sell it, who is Rashaida, he said, give me $1,000, I sell you a man or a girl. Okay, I give you 1,000. And then the first Bedouin, Egyptian, he sell it to the second, 2,000. Go ahead. Third one, 4,000. Fifth one, 10,000 or 50,000. At the end, the ransom will reach 45, 55,000, $65,000. Okay? The ransom to be asked to the family. So this is a business of the good, no? I sell and you buy, I buy, you sell and you buy, no? This is just like that. And about this, everybody is aware. In the world, we have been speaking about that since 5 years, even more, no? But everybody is closing the ear and the eyes. I don't know why. Let the Eritrean government, we know what is the purpose. We might know, let's say. But the others, they don't do anything. So we have this, we are working in Sinai since 5.5 years as a Gandhi. We have been liberated 550 people without paying ransom. I will tell you how. We liberate 2,300 people from the prison, Egyptian governmental prison. Okay, in this 15, 16, or 18 prison in all Sinai, like Arish, Rafah, Nakhal, Aswan, Suez, all these places. So these people who we liberated from the Egyptian prison, we don't have other chance. We take them from the prison. I go to the prison. I register them, name, surname, country, age, and I ask them, where do you want to go? Of course, they will say, I would like to go to Europe. I would like to go somewhere, but that's not possible. The only country they can go is Eritrea or Ethiopia. Eritrea, they are accepted because they are Eritrean. There is no other way. Ethiopia, for humanitarian reasons, she gave us the possibility to go there. So I asked them, where do you want to go? Some of them, few of them, they say, I want to go back to Eritrea because I have my mother, she's very old. So we paid the ticket for him, and then we asked him, call your Eritrean embassy to take you. I'll pay you the ticket, but I will not contact the Eritrean embassy because I don't want to have any contact with them. Second part is we contact the Ethiopian embassy. Ethiopian embassy, with the immigration, they make this laissez-passer, a passport, saying that they are Ethiopian. So we pay the ticket, which is sometimes when the rate is low, is $290, sometimes it's $300 per person, one trip. So when they arrive at the airport, they make all the formality. They go into refugee camp as a refugee, Eritrean refugee. So immediately their identity is coming back. So they take them after medical control, because we are there to ask. So it's medical checkup and everything. Then they are sent to the refugee camp. This is one. The other refugee, the other people who are kidnapped by the or sell from Bedouin to Bedouin, who are in the hand of the Bedouin, Sinai Bedouin. It is 5 years and a half that with one Bedouin, his name is Sheikh Mohammed, we are working together. He is from Sawarka family. He is a Salafit. Salafit is a very rigid on the Islam religion part. But he is the most humble and the most generous, genuine person I ever met in my life. Because without any reason, only for the human sake, he is giving his life to save the African. Every Friday he goes in the mosque. The moment of the prayer, his prayer is he opened the Quran and he said, stop killing, stop torturing, stop kidnapping the Africans, because they are committing a sin. The Quran said that if you even kill one person, it means that you kill all the world. Without being tired, he has been doing that for 4 years and a half. This is one part of Sheikh Mohammed. Sheikh Mohammed, he is 33 years old. He's very young. He's very young. He called me, you are my mother. So mother and son, they go to rescue these people together. So what happened, his family, he involved all his family. His family, they are more than 75 people. So because they are big family, they are respected. Because they are Sawarka family, they are respected. Because he is a priest Salafit. I don't know how to call it, because he is imam. He is respected. So they never dare to touch him. Okay? So what we do is when they call me, they said, please help us to pay the ransom. I say, I will never pay the ransom, definitely. Because paying the ransom, it means to increase the business, to increase the mafia of the Bedouin. So I will not pay, but I will help you to come out. So how you will do? You just, when you go to the bathroom, you tell me, give me some hint, give me some indication if there is a house, what kind of house. Because they come from underground to go to the bathroom, which is outside. So when you go there, they are all chained. So they said, see if there is some plantation, or there is a mosque, any signal. So when you give me that, for me is enough. Then when I call you tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you let me know. So they can tell me, we saw close to the house, we saw a big house, a pink house, a white house, or we saw the mosque. So I call Sheikh Mohammed and I tell him, okay, Sheikh Mohammed, you just go in Mahdiya or Sheikh Zuwaid, there is this people. Then he go and they tell me also, what is the name of the one who is holding you, the boss? They say, Abu Abdullah, Abu Musa, Abu Sunia, and they tell me the names. And I said, okay, if you can go to Abu Sunia, Abu Mustafa, or Abdullah, you just check if he has these people. Then I give him also the name. Then Sheikh Muhammad, he go and check. He talk to the people, to the family, and most of the time they said, no, we don't have, you can go and check the house, because they have a great respect for him. They say, come in and you can check. But they hide them underground. So then he came back to me and he said, Alga, there are no one there. So they said that they are underground. So Sheikh Muhammad go back and he said they are underground. So when he say like that, what they do, they are very tricky. They take part of the prisoner, they hide them somewhere, and they keep 3, 4. They said, okay, we give you these people. Then Sheikh Muhammad, he bring them to his house. He keep them safe. He called the doctor. He buy clothes, food, and everything. And they wait until I arrive. Okay, this is one thing. The second thing, what we do is that sometimes, for example, the last time, we had a big fight because the boys, girls and boys, there was 3 boys, 5 girls. I told them, okay, tell me what time is the guardian change, the guard change, because there is 3 shifts. So they say at 2 o'clock in the morning they will change. So when they come that, they smoke hashish or whatever, and then they start sleeping, talking, sleeping, talking. So you can come at this time from 2 to 3. So I said, okay, I will come with Sheikh Muhammad near the house, and then you get alert. And I will normally I try to speak in Tigrinya 2 words. Abel lahum, kamel lahum. They understand that I am there with Sheikh Muhammad. Abel lahum, it means where are you? How are you? That's a code message. So what happened is that this time Sheikh Muhammad, he said, okay, Alga, because it was coming late, 3:45. He said, we have to go inside. So he has 10, 12 of his family. He took 12 men, and I was in the car, and then he started shooting. Everybody has a Kalashnikov, even myself, because everyone has to defend himself. So he shot in the air. So this boy, there was the guardian, they was sleeping, Saeed and Samir was the name with his father. So Saeed and Samir, they start shouting. And Sheikh Muhammad and his family, they catch them and they tied them up. And then we went, all of us, underground. When we took the 8 people, we put them in the pickup, and then we took them home. And these people, there was really terribly torture. So Sheikh Muhammad, what he did is that he was really upset with these people, with this Saeed and Samir and his father. Then he said to the Eritrean, he said, now we have to beat them. The Eritrean said, no, please forgive them, leave them. So he cries, Sheikh Muhammad, he said, look, these people, you make them suffer like hell, and they are forgiving you. And you are the most criminal because you have done a big sin in your life. And his brother, they were so upset, in the name of the Eritrean, they beat these 3 boys. So, and Sheikh Muhammad, he said, okay, now you get up and kiss the feet of the ladies, asking forgiveness. Because the ladies, one, she was 52, the other one, she was 62. They kidnapped them from Khartoum. Once she went to see her friend, she was in the hospital, both of them, they kidnapped them and they took them to that point. So that was the last, before all the war and all the things start in Sinai. Now we have the situation in Sinai that the military is bombing Sinai. So in Sheikh Zuwaid, Rafah, not Arish, Arish is less, and Mahdiya, many houses they are bombarded, especially the houses of the Bedouin. But they didn't do it because of the Bedouin. That's one thing to know. They didn't do it because of the refugee. They did it because they said there is an, how do you call, a terrorist organization which is coming up, which is Hamas, Afghani, Pakistani, and Bedouin. That is the only reason. They didn't care about the human being. They have died from 5,000 to 8,000 people in the desert. We cry. We knock to the door of the foreign minister of Egyptian, minister of interior. They said, oh, we know, but we don't know, because Sinai is no low land, okay, where everyone can do what he wants. Now the situation is like that. And we cannot, even the people that they are kidnapped, they are very few now. They are, I think, until now they call me 35 people. But assume they can be 50. And these people, they are kept very far. Because Sheikh Mohammed, he lives 3 kilometers far from the border of Israel. And all these people was there because it was easy for them at the beginning to make them cross the border. That was the reason. So Sheikh Mohammed and me, we said, we don't have anyone, but still we are going around checking the Bedouin, where they are exactly. That is the last part which is remaining. But after all this, I would like to share with you some photo of the torture, of the situation of Sinai, of Ethiopia, of Sudan and Libya. Some photo, they will be very strong. I'm sorry, if somebody wants, we can shift it fast. Huh? But this is the reality. We cannot even close our eyes. This is the body that we found long time back in the desert. Okay, if you go fast, because there are many, you can, the light maybe, the light. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is the map. Go ahead. Go ahead. This is how in Arish there is an hospital. When the people die or when they collect, when we give them the body, dead body from the desert, what they do is they now we brought the white clothes. They put it in a plastic 3-4. They just throw it near the cemetery of Muslim. There is a wall. This side is Muslim. This is where the people throw all the trash. So there was burying the people there. Go fast. This is inside the prison, which are all the Eritrean girls, very small, 17, 18. Go ahead. This is in Arish prison. This is the one we saved from Sheikh Mohammed. He was with the Bedouin. This one also. This is from the last one. This is 18 years old boy that I took them. This is it is in a hotel. I took them from Sheikh Mohammed to Cairo. They beat him with the iron burn, and they beat him in his kidney and all his body. This is 14 years boy, Marhawi, that he is very amazing. They kidnapped him from Khartoum when he was going with his father. His father is very poor, and when they kidnapped him, he said, I don't have any money. So for 2 months and a half, they used to give him only a little water, no food. When I took him out, this was in the hotel, he said, I thank you, God, and this to my arm, they will become solid, and I will rescue many people. And this is Marih of 14 years old now. This is the girl that she has been tortured, raped, and also she is 18 years old. She was sold by her cousin to the Rashaida. These are the bodies that we collect from the desert with the police. These are all mostly Sudanese. This is Sheikh Mohammed, and with the Bedouin family. These are the girls in the prison, the boys and girls. They are chained, if you see. And this is when I am with them, the second group. Go ahead. This is in the desert in Mahdiya. These are the family of Sheikh Mohammed. When I come, they come to take me because the Bedouin, they said, if we find you, we will kill you. Go ahead. This is the Eritrean boy that we found that they said they make autopsy, but he has also on the kidney level open in the backside. Go ahead. This is Marhawit. She is 20 years old girl. They shoot her on the spinal cord and she is paralyzed, and we took her to the hospital. They are trying, she made one operation, now she is going to another operation. Go ahead. This is another Eritrean boy that we found it. This also is Eritrean boy that they make the same thing. And these are also the one that we found them, we brought them to Ethiopia. That's the torture one. Go ahead. This is in the prison. Go ahead. This is in the prison in Arish. This is the place where we hide the people. When we rescue from the Bedouin, we hide them here or in another house. Go ahead. These are the houses of the Bedouin. And there are 6 of this kind of these houses, very big, very nicely built. Underground they built for the refugee. Go ahead. These are that we saved them and we took them to the hospital. You see, they chained them, poor boy. He is all, I mean, he has many problems in the back and the leg, and they chain him in the bed because he should not escape. Where he can escape from Arish, I don't know. Anyway, go ahead. These are the people that we liberate, that they are at the airport going to Ethiopia. And this is the girl, she was in Aswan, and she was pregnant. When I reached Aswan, she delivered the baby with me in the prison. And then I took her to Ethiopia. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I show you this tremendous photo. This is the true what is happening to African and now lately to the Eritrean people. So I hope that all of us, we commit ourselves to stop all this crime, because this is human crime. Because we had Jews crime, this is African crime, really. Because if you see, there is a similarity on the skinny and on the dead, on the torture and all these things. Okay? So I thank you very much to be here, and I thank you also friends from Israel. They also share the same problem, I think. So thank you very much, and all the best for Desert Rose and all our for this organization.
Vielen Dank, Dr. Alganesh, Fessaha, für die Eindrücke. Ich meine, die kann man natürlich nicht in Worte fassen, was wir da an Bildern sehen. Die UN spricht ja von der größten humanitären Krise, die eben weltweit nicht beachtet wird. Und umso schlimmer ist, wenn man diese Bilder sieht. Tatsächlich ist eigentlich die Krise, es ist wirklich eine Tragödie, was da stattfindet. Und es braucht Aufmerksamkeit, und deswegen sind wir sehr dankbar, dass Leute, die direkt vor Ort sind und das alles miterleben, uns da einen Einblick geben. Vielen Dank. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Danke.